station you want to hear.
We are the pace setters.
All the hits, one station.
Yes, Media Academy Radio.
The #1 hit music station.
Get the vibes and get the feeling. Yes, Media Academy Radio.
Where hit music lives.
Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile now?
Ready, set. It's going down.
Right here at Yes, Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on.
Girl, I wanna be your owner.
We raise the roof all day, every day. Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile now?
A very beautiful morning it is right here in the city of Ibadan. We say thank you for joining us once again. This is Yes Ma Radio, the first media academy radio in Africa. Welcome on board onto the program from the newspapers, and I have four of them with me this morning: the Nigerian Tribune, the Punch, the Nation, and Vanguard. We will be checking out some of the headlines for this morning, and I will be starting from the Punch newspaper for today with a big bold caption that says, Ojudu Adeyeye not welcome to PDP. That's credited to former governor of Ondo State, of Ekiti State, beg your pardon, Ayodele Fayose, and we'll bring you that story. And we still have other stories making the rounds there. And we'll have this coming in from the Punch newspaper. Ondo commissioner dies. Akeredolu wife, aide, test positive for COVID-19. We'll bring you that full story as well. And as the pandemic is ravaging, one other governor Umahi of Ebonyi State has gone for his COVID test as well. We'll expect to bring you full detail of that much later in our subsequent bulletin. Nigeria's COVID cases crossed 27,000 mark with 626 new infections. Total confirmation of the COVID-19 case as being contacted at this point is 27,110, and you have 10,801 people discharged with 616 deaths thus far. Still staying with us here on the newspaper review for this morning. Buhari suspends NSITF boss and 11 top officials. That will bring you the full detail. Kano government lifts COVID-19 lockdown, bans street hawking. That story will be brought to you as well. And For the avoidance of doubt, schools have not resumed. That's credited to the PTF as led by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa there. Asian stock extends gains as U.S. job Trump virus worries. Asian stock extends gains as U.S. jobs Trump virus worries, as credited to what's happening in the United States. And COVID-19, U.S. reports 52,000 new cases in 24 hours. COVID-19, U.S. reports 52,000 new cases in 24 hours. And before we go probably to the stories, APC Caretaker Committee members meet Tinubu and IBAN asks NBC to suspend new broadcasting code. All this and much more is what I will be bringing to you on the program this morning. So why don't we just sit back and let's get the stories to you as they come. My first story is taken from the Punch newspaper. Buhari suspend NSITF boss, 11 top officials. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the immediate and compulsory and indefinite suspension of Mr. Adebayo Shomefun, the managing director and chief executive of the Nigeria Social Insurance Trust Fund. A statement yesterday from the head of press and public relations at the Ministry of Labour and Employment, Charles Akpan, revealed that the president also suspended 11 top officials of the agency. They include Jasper Azua Talam, the Executive Director of Finance and Investment, Olukemi Nelson, Executive Director Operations, and Tijani Sulaiman, Executive Director Administration. Others are Olusegun Bashorun, General Manager, Administration and Human Resources and Maintenance, Lawan Tahir, General Manager, Finance, Chris Esedebe, General Manager, Claims and Compensation, Oludotun Adegbite, Deputy General Manager, Investment and Treasury Management, and Emmanuel Sike, Deputy General Manager, Finance and Accounts. According to the statement, their suspension from office arose from the preliminary established prima facie infractions on the Extant Financial Regulations and Procurement Act and other acts of gross misconduct. Buhari suspend nasty boss, 11 top officials. You can get that from the Punch newspaper. Still staying there, Kano government lifts COVID-19 lockdown, bans street hawking. Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje has announced the suspension of lockdown earlier declared in the state to curb the spread of coronavirus, better known as COVID-19. Governor Ganduje made the announcement while giving an update on the outbreak of COVID-19 in the state. He also banned street hawking and begging, adding that it was compulsory for residents to wear face masks in public places. The governor declared that final year students could resume school, while all civil servants from grade level 12 should resume work from Monday next week. He explained that the workers will be in the office from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., noting that it was necessary to ensure the full opening of the state economy following the significant reduction in recorded cases of COVID-19. Kano government lifts COVID-19 lockdown, bans street hawking. You can get that from virtually almost all the dailies with me this morning. For the avoidance of doubts, schools have not resumed. That's credited to the Presidential Task Force. The Presidential Task Force, PTF, on COVID-19 has clarified the controversy surrounding the resumption of schools across the country. According to the PTF chairman, Mr. Mustafa, the federal government has yet to approve the resumption of schools. Mustafa made the clarification in Abuja at the PTF briefing on COVID-19, days after the government said graduating students could resume classes in preparation for their examination. He said, and I quote, "For the avoidance of doubt, schools have not resumed. Only critical examination classes will be allowed to resume for those who need revision before exam. For the avoidance of doubts, schools have not resumed." That's credited to the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19. IBAN asks NBC to suspend new broadcasting code. The Independent Broadcasters Association of Nigeria, IBAN, have asked the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, to suspend the implementation of the amended 6th Broadcasting Code. IBAN's secretary, Mr. Guy Murray-Bruce, said this in a statement where he explained that the amendment should be subjected to a new round of wide stakeholders consultation to avoid a legal crisis. He said, and I quote, "We at the Independent Broadcasters Association of Nigeria, IBAN, wish to make a few observations which will touch on issues of stakeholder consultation, the committee's term of reference vis-a-vis its outcome, and the practicality of the amendment as initiated," he said in a statement. He explained that the committee in charge of the amendment did not circulate a draft of its work to stakeholders group before its ratification. Mr. Murray-Bruce explained that IBAN wished to make a few observations, which includes, but not limited to, the need for IBAN to have a seat on the committee. IBAN asks NBC to suspend new broadcasting code. You can get that also from the newspapers making the rounds this morning. And quickly, I will move over to the Nation newspaper for today. Lagos CJ frees 24 inmates. 2 women were among 24 awaiting trial inmates granted freedom yesterday by the Lagos Chief Judge, Justice Kazeem Alugba. Justice Alugba had on Tuesday released 18 from Kirikiri Medium Security Correctional Center, while 36 and 2 from Ikoyi and Badagry centers, respectively, on Wednesday. Thursday's exercise brought to 80 the number of awaiting trial inmates released from the 5 correctional custodial centers in Lagos within the last 3 days. The decongestion exercise was held at JIC Taylor Courthouse, Igboshere. Justice Alugba explained that the decongestion exercise of the custodial centers was not just about bringing out inmates and sending them home. He said, and I quote, "We have to follow the guidelines laid down by law and process those who have qualified for release." Lagos CJ frees 24 inmates. You can get that story from the Nation newspaper for today. And I take my next story from Ekiti State. And it says, with the headline, "Ekiti displays photo of convicted rapist." The Ekiti State government yesterday named and shamed a 23-year-old convicted rapist, Ajewole Filani, by pasting his name and photograph in public places. Filani, currently serving life imprisonment at a correctional service facility in Ado-Ekiti, was jailed for raping a 23-year-old lady. The name and photograph of the convict were pasted on billboards in prominent public places in Ikere-Ekiti and the council headquarters and uploaded on the website of the State Ministry of Justice. In a statement in Ado-Ekiti yesterday by the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Mr. Olawale Fakbunda, the government said the initiative was part of the proactive measures to stem the tide of violence against children and women. Fakbunda, who lamented the incessant cases of rape in the state, said the government will do everything in its power to prevent the state from being tagged a thriving land for violence against women and a girl child. Ekiti displays photo of convicted rapist. You can get that from the Nation newspaper. Dubai police extradite hush puppy to U.S. The police in Dubai have extradited Raymond Igbalode Abbas, alias Hush Puppy, from the United Arab Emirates UAE to the United States. The security outfit broke the news on its social media page yesterday. In a statement, the Dubai police said the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, extended its gratitude to the UAE crime unit for its role in apprehending and extraditing the suspect. The director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, Christopher Worry, has praised the exceptional efforts exerted by the United Arab Emirates, represented by the Dubai Police General Headquarters, in combating transnational organized cybercrime, including the recent arrest of Raymond Igbalode Abbas, known as Hush Puppy, and Olalekan Jacob Ponle, aka Woodbury, who were taken down in Operation Fox Hunt 2, the statement said. Mr. Worry also extended his appreciation to Dubai police for their cooperation in extraditing the wanted criminals who committed money laundering and multiple cybercrimes to the United States. The story with the headline says, Dubai police extradite Hush Puppy to the U.S. You can get that from the newspapers making the rounds this morning. And also, let's take some other stories from the newspaper still with me here. And quickly, I have this coming in from the Punch newspaper this morning. Ondo commissioner dies. Akeredolu's wife, aide, tests positive for COVID-19. The Ondo State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Wahab Adegbenro, has died at the age of 65. This is as the wife of the Ondo State Governor, Mrs. Betty Anyanwu Akeredolu, one of the security aides to the governor, and the chief medical director of the University of Medical Sciences Teaching Hospital, Ondo, Dr. Oluwole Ige, were confirmed to have been infected with COVID-19. Though details of the cause of Adegbenro's death were not revealed, it was learned that he died of COVID-19. It was gathered that the commissioner had been sick for some days before he passed away on Wednesday morning at the Federal Medical Center, Owo, in Ondo State. On the COVID-19 status of the governor's wife, one of Governor Akeredolu's aide, who spoke with a correspondent on condition of anonymity, told a correspondent on Thursday that the governor's security aide also tested positive. The aide said, and I quote, "Yes, Mama, that's the governor's wife. Result has come and it is positive. One of the security men attached to the governor is also positive and has been asked to be on self-isolation." Ondo commissioner dies. Akeredolu's wife, aide, tests positive for COVID-19. That can be found from the Punch newspaper this morning. APC leadership crisis. Tinubu declares support for Bunu-led caretaker committee. The national leader of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, has expressed confidence and sincere support for the APC's caretaker committee led by its chairman, Governor of Yobe State, Mai Mala Buni. Tinubu made the remarks yesterday after a closed-door meeting with the chairman and members of the committee at his Bodleian residence, Ikoyi, Lagos. Others in the closed-door meeting include Secretary of the Caretaker Committee of APC, Senator Akpan Udo Edehe, and APC Campaign Committee for Edo Election, Kebbi State Governor Alhaji Atiku Bagudu, and Lagos State Governor Babatunde Sanwo-Olu. The meeting, which started around 9 p.m., lasted for over an hour. Recall that Tinubu had on Saturday showed support for the formation of a caretaker committee for the party, as recommended by Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari. The president has spoken and his decision has been accepted. It is now beholden of all of us as members of the APC to recommit ourselves to the ideals and principles on which our party was founded. End of quote. APC leadership crisis. Tinubu's declared support for Bunu-led caretaker committee. And lastly, before I go this morning, let's check out some sports stories. And we'll take a short break and I'll be back. Okay, I've been asked to just take this and sign out at this point in time. Quickly, and this is news coming in from Bayern Munich, stating the capture of former Manchester City footballer, and that's Leroy Sané. You can just check out the headline. Sané completes Bayern move from Manchester City and on a 5-year deal. And that will be all on the newspaper review for this morning. Many thanks for listening. On behalf of the entire